Hi, my name is Kevin Retcher, owner of First Meridian Mortgage. In today's video, we're going to discuss a no closing cost refinance. That's right, interest rates have been high. Lately they've spiked up and then they've come back down and then they spiked up. So we're going to be waiting for the next dip. And you got to be ready, but you need to understand closing costs and the benefits of a no cost refinance. So let's get into those benefits. Here we're going to talk about a $500,000 loan amount, and we're going to make the assumption that you're at 7.25%, 7.5%, whatever the interest rate is, but in the sevens, okay? And you have a loan officer that says today's rate is at 0.575. So that would mean that if you were paying 0 points, no origination, you would have closing cost, which in this instance would be roughly $4,700, okay? So that's your low rate without paying points. It's a basic flat deal, just paying the closing cost for the appraisal, title work, tax stamps, and you're out the door, okay? Likewise, that loan officer says, but I can give you 6.99%, so basically a 0.25% higher rate, and the lender pays you reverse points or pays you a credit of 0.936% of your loan amount. So you take that 0.936 times the 500,000 and you come up with a credit toward your closing cost of $4,680. We said closing costs were approximately $4,700. This is very close to a no cost or within 20 bucks, okay? So which deal's better for you? And that's where I've made my living since 1996 in the DMV doing no cost refis for clients. And here's the thing. You have to do the math, right? So let's just look at that math. The principal and interest payment at the 6.75 on 500,000 is $32.42 per month. If taking the higher rate, it is $33.26 for a difference of $83.19. Technically, the very first payment, there's an additional $20 savings, but most people don't know how to calculate that, so I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. So in that instance, here you have no cost because the credit is covering the closing cost. So if you took the lower rate, you'd have to take the $4,700 that you're paying to get the lower rate and divide it by the difference that you would save. So if you take 4,700 divided by the 83.19, it's going to take you 57 months to save money where this deal would be better than this deal. So in the end, if you're at 7.25, 7.5, whatever the rate is, if you have a higher rate and you can get a lower rate for free, typically doing a no-cost refinance makes more sense than to pay the closing cost. This is a quick, no-cost refinance, and the benefits of letting the lender pay you money to pay your closing costs. You can chase the market down doing it this way, but if you do it this way and take the 6.75 and you pay that $4,700, if 6 months later I'm giving away 6% for free on this side, you're gonna be really mad that you paid that $4,700. So in closing, you can use the bank's money to chase the market down doing it this way, but if you're gonna pay the closing cost, you're gonna be more hesitant to pull the trigger. You're gonna say, our rate's gonna go lower. It doesn't matter if rates go lower if you do it this way, because you could take advantage of another no cost and not have to recoup another $4,700. My name is Kevin Retcher, owner of First Meridian Mortgage. If you have any questions on no cost refis, give me a call. My phone number is 703-799-5626. Happy to serve you. To all the Marines out there, I say Semper Fi. I'll talk to you soon.